Hello, it's November 2nd, 2019, and we're here at the High Desert Heart Institute Congestive Heart Failure Clinic, and I have here with me today Mr. Jim Stevenson. Jim Stevenson is a patient of ours at the Congestive Heart Failure Clinic. He's been a patient of Dr.Siva's and myself for many years now, and I've asked him to come in and sit down and talk with us a little bit about some of the benefits that our nutritional supplement, Arginetix, has had with him and with his benefits of what it's done with him on a daily basis. And so what I'd like to do is like to talk with Jim a little bit about his previous medical condition in the past as far as cardiac-wise, and then we'll talk a little bit about how he feels that Arginetix has had an impact on his overall health. So Jim, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday day. In fact, I think when I called you on the phone, you were out and about doing something which we'll talk about here just a little bit, because okay. I heard when I heard you were outside when I called you on that aspect of it they're going through. So we'll talk about what you were doing just in a few minutes and everything going through there. But can you tell me how long you've been a patient here at the Heart Failure Clinic approximately?
I've been a patient here at the Heart Clinic for 5 years. I had open heart surgery in 2001. I was split from here to here, and I had a quintuple bypass. Quintuple bypass, and Dr.Siva and Dan, in part, I owe my life to for being here today. Yeah.
And Dr.Siva, and the thing is, and the rest of the crew, we have a great crew here,
yeah.
And I appreciate those kind words. But you in the past many years ago, you were a runner.
Yeah, I previously I ran when I was younger. I ran 5 miles a day, 6 days a week, and on the weekend I used to go out and run 17 to 18 miles. And I ate right, lived right, exercised right. But in 2001, I still had a heart attack.
So the thing is, there may be some genes that you may have inherited. Right, not the genes that we're wearing today, but the thing is, maybe some genes you may have inherited, which in the cardiovascular aspect of it there, the reason why you're here at the Congestive Heart Failure Clinic. The reason you come to the Congestive Heart Failure Clinic, you're coming here 3 days a week. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so the reason that you're here at the Congestive Heart Failure Clinic is because about 18 years ago, after you had your open heart surgery, your heart, which is a pump, your heart started not working, okay, as well as it should be, correct?
That's correct. My ejection fraction was less than 20. And since I've been coming here, is 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what Jim does when he comes to the Congestive Heart Failure Clinic, he's been able to come as an outpatient basis. He comes here on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and he receives a medication that is an intravenous medication called dobutamine. It is a medication, it's a vasopressor medication that improves cardiac contractility. So what it does, it allows, unfortunately, we don't have this medication available in oral form, in pill form, or we'd be able to give it to him and he'd be able to stay home. But for this type of a patient population, we bring these patients into the Heart Failure Clinic, and he has a portacath here that we access, and we put him on this medication for 3 to 4 hours, 3 days a week, and DC this medication, and he's able to go home and then also able to live a very productive life on that aspect of it there. How do you feel the Arginetix has made a difference in your activities of daily living, Jim?
Well, before I couldn't do walking, any type of exercise. I had shortness of breath, and I've been taking Arginetix at least for the last 3 years, and now I have no shortness of breath. I exercise on a daily basis. I feel just like I really feel like there's nothing wrong. I exercise daily. I ride my trike or my bike 6.2 miles 7 days a week, and I take Arginetix twice daily, and I think this helped me tremendously. I can do just about anything that I did before. As a matter of fact, my wife accuses me of not being sick at all.
And this is one of the things. One of my nurses in the clinic, started to tell Jim to sort of play a joke on him. They said, Jim, you're getting too well. You're not able to come here anymore because all your numbers really look too good. Your BNP, which is a specific blood test that measures congestive heart failure, BNP numbers are down to virtually nothing. But I don't know if the audience has a chance to really just hear what that means, and for people in the healthcare field to really wrap your head around a person who has an ejection fraction of less than 20%. His last echocardiogram measured out his ejection fraction was 18%. Now, Jim has an AICD, which is an automatic internal cardiac defibrillator. It's a special type of pacemaker defibrillator that he's had in place for several years. But he has had a problem with the lead placement for many years going through. We've had to send him down to a specialist down for that lead placement. But he had been able to get on a recumbent bike and bike 6.2 miles on a daily basis. He's my poster child, you might say, poster man, person that I actually look up to who is walking the walk. Dr.Siva talks about in his videos, many of some of the diagnostic tests that we do called 6-minute walk tests, and how our patients have improved by using Arginetix in their ability to do more, having more energy. They're able to perform longer. But this gentleman here is an example of someone who is actually able to do more on a daily basis. And so I used to say that was me, in the background when I was younger, but I could probably say that it was probably Jim when he was younger on that aspect of it there. This is something he's, from a nursing standpoint, he's a type of a patient that makes it worthwhile for me to be able to do the nursing process, to be able to offer a pharmaceutical grade nutritional supplement, Arginetix, to my patients, to be able to see how they can improve their activities of daily living, how they can excel, in the functions of what they want to do, and how they can improve their quality of life. By the way, Jim, can you tell the audience how old you are?
I'm 85 years old.
85 years young. This gentleman is 85 years young. And so if there's anyone in the audience who actually believe this is a person with an ejection fraction of 18% doing what he does on a daily basis. And so I want to thank you, Jim, for coming in and sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah.